Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel Cloud Techs Club. In our previous session, we covered the fundamentals of Prometheus, including its architecture and some of its major components like retrieval, time series database, HTML, along with some key terms to understand the working of Prometheus. And also we walked through the installation process of Prometheus on Linux machine. Now at this stage, we have successfully set up Prometheus server. In this lecture, I will walk you through the steps to install and configure the node exporter on one of the target machines, enabling it to export node level metrics. For instance, if you are monitoring multiple servers within your production environment, each server IP address or host name should be added as a target within the prometheus.yaml configuration file in order to collect the metrics. Also, to make sure node exporter is installed on each server, as this tool collects system level metrics and exposes them in a format which Prometheus can understand. Now, the prerequisites to install the node exporter within the target machine. So the first thing is Prometheus node exporter needs Prometheus server to be up and running state. Another thing to make sure is the port 9100. It should be opened with the server firewall, as Prometheus read metrics on this particular port. So I will proceed with installing Prometheus, as my last installation had some issues. We'll go ahead and deploy the new one from the scratch, and let's go ahead and download the Prometheus from the official website. So I'm going to copy this link address, wget file name. It's downloading right now. Let's verify the file. Okay, so Prometheus 2.53.4 is the version what we have got. RxVF. I'm going to untar this file. Now let's create a dedicated non-login system user for Prometheus. I'm going to use the userit command. Now let's create required directories and assign the ownership. Okay. Now let's rename the directory to Prometheus package. Okay. Now let's copy the Prometheus and PromTool files to the USR local bin and assign the ownership. Okay, perfect. Now next I'm going to copy the console directories. Let's create the Prometheus configuration file. I'm going to use the same contents. So the IP of my Prometheus server is 192.168.0.117. I believe this is the correct one. Let me open the duplicate session and confirm that. Okay, 117, that's correct. Okay, so let's save the file. Now set the proper ownership for Prometheus configuration file. create the Prometheus systemd service file. Let's go on to this particular path. I'm going to use the same contents. Let's make it a unit. So save the file and let's go ahead and reload the daemon. And start the Prometheus service, systemctl, start Prometheus and enable it. Okay, let's check the status of Prometheus server. Okay, it's active and running. Let's go to the web console. Like to write 192.168.0.170. It is active on port 9090. Let's see here. Okay, so we can see Prometheus is installed. Now let's go ahead and install the node exporter agent on the target machine. This machine I'm going to use it as my target machine, which is having the IP address of 192.168.0.119. Now let's download the latest node exporter package from the official page. So I'm going to just copy the link address. I'm going to give it wget, add the link. Let's see the file. It's node exporter 1.9.1. I'm going to untar this. Next, I'm going to create a node exporter user to run the node exporter service. Now let's move the node export binary to USR local bin and provide the required permissions. Next, we are going to create a node exporter service file under the systemd. I'm going to use the same contents. Yeah, let's make it unit. Let's save the file and reload the system daemon. Systemctl daemon reload and start the node exporter service. Underscore exporter. Okay, let's see the status of the node exporter. Okay, it's active and running. Let's see the matrix 192.168.0.119. So this is active on 199100 port. So here's the node exporter. We can go into the matrix. So here are the matrix of the server of my target machine, which it is collecting right now. Now that we have node exporter up and running on the server, we have to add this target onto the Prometheus server configuration. So let's go ahead and start the configuration of Prometheus server. We are going to add this target into the prometheus.yaml file. So I'm going to open here the prometheus.yaml YAML vi etc prometheus.yaml file. I'm just going to copy the contents. Make sure about the indentation. I'm going to change the job name to Node Exporter. And going to change the IP address to 119 and 9100 and going to save the file. Let's restart the Prometheus service for the configuration changes to take place. Systemctl stop Prometheus. I'm going to start it again. First, let's check the status. Okay, we can see it is inactive and dead. Now I'm going to start it again. Now let's check the status again. Okay, it's active and running. Now let's go back to the web UI for the Prometheus. I'm going to refresh it. Let's go to the status and targets. Hopefully we will see the another target as well, the new target or the new endpoint. Okay, it's still coming up. So now we can see both the endpoints are visible. One is our target machine, which is running on IP address 192.168.0.119 on a port number 9100. And another one is our Prometheus master, which is running on 192.168.0.117 on port number 9090. Now let us use the Prometheus expression browser to query for node related matrix and see few examples. I'm going to run here the node underscore memory underscore map free bytes. Let's execute this query. So it's executed on 192.168.0.109. Let's run one more query. Node CPU seconds total. So this query has been run on the target machine. Now let's go ahead and proceed with installing the Grafana. So for installing Grafana, I'm going to use the official website. So if in case you want to install it for a Linux or Windows, Mac, Docker, you can choose it from here. So in this particular lecture, I'm going to use it on my CentOS machine. Let me copy this command from here. Paste it. Enter. So it's downloading Grafana. So it is installed, but it's not starting the Grafana. You can read here. Not starting on installation. Please execute the following statements to configure Grafana to start automatically using systemd. So we are going to run these commands. I'm already in root, so I'm going to run them directly. So it created the SAM link and I'm going to start the Grafana service. So it's starting the Grafana service. Okay. Let's see the status of Grafana service. Okay, it's active and running. Now let's go to the web browser and open the Grafana console. 192.168.0.101. I'm going to use the port number 3000 as Grafana runs on that particular port. So the default credentials are admin and admin for the password. So it is asking us to change the password. I'm going to just change the password. Okay, so now it's there. We can go to the connections, and in the connections we can add the Prometheus server. So here is the option to add the data source. So adding a new data source as Prometheus, I will take the Prometheus IP address from here and add it here. So there are several options to create the authentication and allow cookies. If you want to use anything else, you can use it here. You can explore these options. For right now, I will keep the defaults and save and test. So successfully queried the Prometheus API. Now you can start visualize data by building a dashboard or querying the data in the Explorer view. So I will go to the Explorer view. I'm going to see the matrix here, or we can write the same matrix what we tried on the target machine earlier from the Prometheus. Memory, we can run this, no problem. And let's run this query from here. So we can see the graph visualization here, right? We can run like this multiple queries here and can see multiple options. Let's run this query. Let's come down. Okay, so you can see the graph here as well. So that's it for now. In the next lecture, we will discuss and explore more options with Grafana and Prometheus. So stay tuned for the latest videos. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.